Hey there, fellow productivity seekers. With the new year upon us, lots of us are setting resolutions. But let's be real. How often have your resolutions failed in the past? And when they fail, you blame yourself. Where's my willpower? Why am I so undisciplined? What's wrong with me? Well, here's the good news. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not weak. You're trying to implement something that has no connection to the reality of your life. But what's better than resolutions? Well, James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, has this amazing quote: "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." Now I'm going to tweak that just a little bit to explain why your resolutions fail. You do not rise to the level of your resolutions, you fall to the level of your recurring actions. Recurring action provides the most leverage you have toward making your work more effective, efficient, and fulfilling. If you get the right recurring tasks, routines, habits, even templates or automations set up, that by itself will dramatically improve your life. But what does right mean? What makes a recurring action right? I use what I call roles to determine what recurring actions are right. In my action-powered productivity approach, which I discuss in my book, The Rhythms of Productivity, roles are defined as identities that you embody in your life and work. When you choose your roles, both the ones you currently embody and those you aspire to, you can choose the actions to take on a regular basis to fulfill those roles. For example, one of my roles is engaged family man because that identity helps me direct action toward keeping my family happy, healthy, and safe. Another is productivity thought leader and consultant, which makes sure I create content like this video to improve the lives of my clients and long term make the world a more fulfilling place to live. Resolutions fail because they're disconnected from the reality of your life. But roles start with where you are now. As Aristotle is often paraphrased, we are what we repeatedly do. Recurring action defines your roles, and your roles guide the actions you take. So resolutions might sound ambitious, but without recurring action tied to reality, they crumble. Roles give you clarity and direction. Now think about those maps in a shopping mall. They show where the stores, the restrooms, the food court are, but the most important part is that little red dot that says, "You are here." Without that, you wouldn't know how to get where you want to go. Resolutions are like receiving an isolated map of Bath and Body Works, useful on its own, but without knowing where it fits in the mall or where you are, you're lost. Roles provide the red dot and the rest of the mall. They show you where you are, so you can take recurring action to get to where you want to be. So, what can you do today to make the coming year more valuable? Well, first, start small. Identify 2 or 3 roles that are core to who you are now and who you want to become. Then capture 2 or 3 recurring, meaningful actions within each of those roles. Don't just visualize them or write them down on a Post-it. Record them in a system you trust to make sure they show up when you need them. For me, for Engaged Family Man, I plan birthdays and holidays annually, and I make sure my son's speech devices are charged daily. It's the big picture stuff and the day-to-day. For Productivity Thought Leader, I create regular content, I refine my courses, I develop new materials to share. Those recurring actions make sure that I'm showing up for you. And these actions aren't abstract, they're functional. They're practical building blocks of who I am and who I want to be. So start today with just a role or 2. If you have questions, join the free action-powered productivity community. The link is in the description. And if this resonates with you, subscribe for more actionable insights to help you make the most of your roles and recurring actions and the rest of your productivity toolkit. Together, let's make your next year the most fulfilling one yet. Happy New Year.